collaboration today. Our collaboration this year is a little bit different than all of the other years. We are going to work where every grade level is working on the same project. We are focused on an artist named Kelsey Montague, who is an American international street artist with a passion for the interactive art. What that means is that she's known around the world, that's what international is, for making art in public out on the streets so that people can walk up and interact with it. So she's known for making giant angel wings that people walk in front of and take pictures so it looks like they have angel wings, and then they hashtag it online saying what lifts you, because the whole purpose of Kelsey's projects are to try to find out what inspires people around the world. It's all about the positive vibes, just like we are. So we're going to work together as a whole school to make this collaboration. We're going to make our own angel wings, and we've started with this feather. I want this project to go very, very quickly. So I've drawn the feather already. You don't have to draw it. You do, however, have to use your elements and principles of art in order to decorate it. So first things first, we're putting our name on the paper. So I'm putting Ms. Hodge. You are not putting Ms. Hodge. You are putting your name. And then you are also going to put your class code. So for an example, if I were in Mrs. Sigmund's class, I would put 2 for 2nd grade and S for Sigmund. So if you don't know your class code, ask Ms. Bednarski and she will help you out. From here, we are going to split our feather into different sections. The split can make it one big giant section and connect, or the split can go all over the place and not connect on both sides. You don't want these splits to be too small, because then you're going to have a really small place to design. Okay, so we started with our element of line, and next we're going to add our shapes and eventually our color, and we're going to create some patterns and some emphasis. All right, so in each section we are going to make a pattern. So they can be really simple patterns like circles or zigzags. They can be stripes. It can be whatever you want, but you want to make sure to fill every single one with a different pattern, and then we will move on to color. So this one I have all my patterns in, and some of them are a little more complex. Like if we make curved lines inside of our checkerboard, it winds up making it look like it's got some movement. So we're gonna move on to our color, and when we do that, we want to make sure that we're not coloring lightly. So if you color lightly, it's got a very light value. That's the lightness or darkness of a color. If you press harder, you create a dark value. And we want to make sure we use a lot of dark values, because there's going to be about 700 feathers. And if you want yours to stand out so that you can find it, because we always like to find ours, you want to make sure that there are some bright areas and some dark areas, but dark value, whether it's a light color or a dark color, will make yours stand out. Now, once I have those dark values filling in, I can use some light values. I can take it and very lightly color the background, because that's going to create more emphasis. Emphasis is when something draws your eye to it. It's like a focal point, something that makes you look at it, and having lights and darks next to each other creates that. Or you could have warm colors next to cool colors, and that could also create emphasis for you. If you notice, I am coloring very slowly, and I am making sure to use level 4 craftsmanship. You're seeing that all of my white is disappearing. I am not leaving any squiggly marks or leaving any scratchy areas. I'm coloring the whole thing, because we want to take pride in our work, okay? So once you have every section filled in, which you want our section, I don't want to take these 2 colors and use them everywhere. I want to switch color patterns so that it's really bright and vibrant and calls your attention to it. So if you take a look at the one that I finished, I have different patterns, I have different colors. Some are light, some are dark, they're next to each other, but it makes the whole thing really pop. So what I have to do next is actually cut out my feather. That way it's ready to go. But when you cut yours out, there is something I need you to do. I do need you to write your name again on the back of the paper with your class code again, because once you cut this out, I don't have this here anymore, and then we don't know which one is yours. So make sure your name is on it, and you do want to write with pencil or colored pencil, because if you used anything else, if you used a pen, if you used a marker, it would bleed through into your design, and then it's not going to be as pretty because it's going to come through and it's going to mess up all that hard work that you wound up doing before. So I'm pretty sure that's everything you need to know for now. You're going to get started. Take time to think about what patterns you want, but don't think too hard. Just go ahead and design it how you want. And then afterwards, you're gonna cut it out. You want to cut on the outside of your lines. You wanna make sure you're not cutting off pieces that are on there. You wanna cut on the outside of the line, and you want to make sure that you're going very slowly, because look at all the detail in there. It's okay if you mess up a little bit. Don't get upset. Remember, anything that you don't like, it's a beautiful oops. You can turn it into something else. And the uniqueness is a good thing. But we want these to turn out so that they can go together on our installation. So cut as neatly and carefully as you can and go get started. And I will see you soon.